Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Stellar Developer Meeting. A little bit earlier than usual, but the reason is we have some really exciting. We have a really exciting episode here. We have some of the guys from OpenZeppelin. We are doing this as a follow-up from the last session we did. This time we're going to be a little bit more technical. So I would like to add the OpenZeppelin guys from to our studio. Welcome, guys. Please do a quick introduction of who you are, what you're doing, and yeah, let's get started.
Yeah, I can start. Yeah, thanks for hosting us, Karsten. Yeah, really excited to be here. My name is Bojan. I'm open source developer at OpenZeppelin. Yeah, building together with Osgun the Stellar contracts library. Yeah, my background, yeah, it's mostly related in the past to some EVM development, Solidity, also some Rust development. So yeah, trying to bring the best from all the experiences I had.
Great, welcome.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, it's Özgün. My name may be hard to pronounce for some, so you can call me Oz if that's easier for you. So I'm working with OpenZeppelin for about 1.5 years, and my background is more on the high performance computing, distributed systems, and cryptography, all of these included. I started my blockchain journey in some startups for layer 0 or layer 1, if you will, and then transitioned more into Polkadot ecosystem, and now I'm switched to Stellar, and quite happy with it.
Great, thank you, and welcome to you too. Yeah, we started this journey a while ago, and the reason is, or the objective is, to make it easier for new developers to onboard Stellar and to build great solutions. So where are we now? How far have we come in implementing Stellar in OpenZeppelin? Can you just give a really quick overview of where we are and what's being worked on?
Boyan, if you want to go, you can go.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. So yeah, it's been couple months that we kicked it off. We are already on our approaching our second audit, meaning that we accomplished our second milestone, and the idea is that we got our work audited on a regular basis. So the products, the tools we are delivering to Stellar ecosystem are safe and secure, and yeah. So at the moment, like we. Uh, Last month for eDenver, we shipped our first release that was about fungible tokens and the posable utility. Now we are heading to delivering the non-fungible non-fungible tokens implementation, uh, packed with a couple of extensions, so that suits different use cases. So, and yeah, next week we are uh, kicking off the second audit that will last for another week, and then we are shipping we are releasing the next release.
Okay,
So
great.
this is where we are.
Great. So for those who may not have followed the OpenZeppelin initiative, or have just curious what we're doing here, can you maybe share a screen, just show an example of what the what it looks like the maybe the wizard, just really quick give an introduction to like what is it that developers are experiencing and what is it that developers can do right now?
Yeah, sure. I can showcase the wizard, the OpenZeppelin's wizard, and how it makes it super easy for developers to have like a basic smart contract, add some custom functionalities if they're needed, and deploy it to testnet. Yeah, I would love to do that.
Yeah, I think that would be a great introduction to OpenZeppelin for new
Yeah,
developers.
yeah, sure. So let me share my screen. So can you look at my screen?
I think it's loading. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so here it is, the wizard. So it's wizard.openzeppelin.com.
Boyan,
And
I believe it may be helpful to zoom in just one or two more bits to make it more readable. Okay,
is this fine?
I think good. What do you think, Carsten?
Yeah, it's I think we can read it now. Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, so yeah, this is our wizard, which the idea of it is like to make life easier if you need to like to build up something quickly. With some basic features, you can use it. Yeah, you can see we have for different languages and chains. So here at Stellar, for the moment, we have only fungible, but as we finish once we finish the non-fungible module and get it audited, it will be added here, similar to. So you can see it for Solidity, there are different modules. For the moment, here we have only fungible. And thanks to this UI, you can configure the basic properties of your token. For example, let's call it awesome awesome token. It's yeah, really a basic. And here we can define, for example, if you want to do some pre-mint. Let's say we want to mint 1,000 of it, of this token, and here there are different features that we can add on top of this basic implementation. For example, say we want it to be mintable, and you see how the UI gets updated. If you want to add a burnable functionality, meaning to allow users to burn their tokens if they wish so, we can click on that. And yeah, this is how our contract looks like. Then let's deploy it to testnet. So we are going to set up a project with the Stellar CLI. So yeah, for those who we can check. Basically, you can check at Stellar documentation how to install the CLI and use it. But yeah, here we're initializing the project. So here we have our awesome token contract. Yeah, we need to add the dependency. Here, the recommendation is to use to pin it to a specific version or tag. So as this version 0.1 is the most recently audited, it's this version that we are going to use. Then we are ready to delete this boilerplate that was provided by the CLI and go back to the wizard UI. Here we are copying our contract, going back to the file, we are pasting it, and yeah, so we have it. We have everything set up. If we we need to do some modifications, we can and we know of course what we are doing. We can go and straight to the code and modify it. Then we are going to build this contract. So it is done. Then the recommendations are to also not only build but also to optimize it. So there is a special, there is a CLI command for it. So well, it's not there. Yeah, it's my target. So here it is. We gained like something like 1,000 and something bytes of our optimized version. So it is ready to be deployed now. Just for the record, I set it up wallet from the Stellar lab and funded it with some lumens, testnet lumens, and now we are going to deploy it. So it was called my awesome token, right? We are deploying it with the Alice key. Yeah, here is an address that will be the owner and the recipient. Let's say it will be Alice again. So Alice will receive the tokens. So if everything's fine, we should have our contract. So yeah, this is fine. It got deployed at this address, and Alice received the 1,000 tokens that we pre-minted basically. And now, you can interact with this contract either with the CLI or build a UI for it. Maybe just let demonstrate how we can invoke it. So this is the contract. So yeah, it is stored under the token alias, and we are going to check the balance of Alice. Oh, the balance of Alice. Yeah, okay. So it's working. We checked. So the balance is correct because it's how Yeah, basically we preminted 1000 with 18 decimals, so that's why we see so big so many zeros. And yeah, I guess this is enough for
This is great. Yeah, this is great.
this
Really,
demonstration. Hope,
it
yeah,
really shows.
hope I convinced you. It's really easy. I mean, of course, you have to uh, be familiar a bit with the Stellar COI, but I think it's a great, very intuitive and user friendly. So yeah, it's really easy to get up to speed with that. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think this demo showed really how simple it is to to work with. And one thing that I appreciate a lot too is the testing that this goes through on your end. So if you are implementing this yourself, and maybe you are still pretty new to development on Stellar, I think just knowing that this has been tested thoroughly, this is secure, this is safe, I think that gives me a lot more confidence as a developer that the products I'm building, that they are also safe for the users. So I think that's something that, the convenience of using OpenZeppelin is obvious here. It's super easy and simple, but I think for me, the knowing that this has actually gone through very serious testing, that's something that I would like to at least put a little bit of spotlight on. I think maybe we can see if there's anyone that has any questions. Let me see. I see Elliot, actually one of my team members. He has a question here. Is this in the NFT contracts? Are you implementing the same extensions as the fungible tokens, or is it a different set of extensions?
I believe I can take this one. So they are not completely the same, since the standards we are following are getting differentiated as well. So for NFTs, it would be enumerable, consecutive, mintable, burnable, and also claimable. But some of these are not exactly extensions, but we want to give the name of them so that if a person from other ecosystems comes here and wants to search for these, they will know how they are implemented or adopted into Stellar. So these 5 things that I mentioned will be covered.
Okay, great. We have another question from JS Maxi. It says that we are essential developing an ERC 4626 standard vault solution on Stellar Soroban, and if that could be integrated into OpenZeppelin standard library for Soroban in the future. I don't know if that's something we can answer here. I think that's
Is it,
probably
is it about
We can
4626?
yeah.
Yeah,
46 to 26, yeah.
yeah. It is included in the roadmap down the for the next milestones. I'm not sure if in the milestone 2 or milestone 3, but it is for sure included in the roadmap.
Okay,
But the question is, they are asking for collaboration. So they are already trying to build
Okay.
it. So yes, by the way, yes, we are, the title of our jobs is open source. So of course, any collaboration is more than welcome. Please be sure to check out our contributor guidelines, which is the usual stuff. We have the mainstream things there. And anybody who wants to contribute can contribute. In fact, we do have 3 external contributors right now. So the more, the merrier.
great. And this is why it's great to have you guys on here, because I was not able to answer that question. You guys are the experts on that. Okay, let's see. We have one question more from Matthias. What design considerations were made for the library considering classic Soroban, and how Stellar Classic assets work?
Yeah, I can maybe partially give an answer, and Osgun, you're going to to add if I miss anything. So we are trying to navigate between like different, let's say, requirements, concerns, and yeah, of course, one of the requirements is to make things compatible with Stellar Classic. For the moment, we have finished with the fungible token implementation that is like in the that is was audited. I demonstrated, and actually it overlaps with many of the features that are available already from the Sorbonne SDK itself. So on that front, we haven't done much because yeah, most of the work was already done by the Stellar Development Foundation team. Yeah, for the NFT part module that we are working at right now, yeah, there's some discussions about how this compatibility can be brought on the table. There are some ideas that are circulating, but yeah, trying to accommodate also for existing Stellar developers that are like trying to leverage Stellar Classic assets, but also for some other use cases where people need some customizations that can be brought only by smart contracts.
Okay, great. Let's see. Yeah, and I was actually thinking about this. Matthias was asking on what's on the roadmap, what is coming next. Can you maybe talk a little bit about the roadmap?
There will be smart wallets, many other token standards, some utilities like fixed point arithmetic and Merkle proofs, stuff like that. But they are all discussed, and we may change the order, etc., depending on the community feedback and our priorities.
Okay, great.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we are really looking for like feedback. What are the utilities, the primitives that are mostly like the builders from Stellar are like eager to see. So yeah, we are definitely looking for feedback so that we can shape up together our roadmap.
Okay, great. So we have a question also from Elliot again. Any highlights or lowlights you can share about the Stellar Sorbonne architecture compared to other blockchains, since you have worked with other chains?
You want me to start, Boyan, and then you can continue. Okay. So authorization is done in a great way. I will let Boyan speak more on that, but I also admire the way authorization and authentication works in Soraban. My biggest admiration comes from the developer experience. It's great right now. It's super simple yet super safe. And we also want to and try to do our best to keep this safety and simplicity in our projects. I will let it to Boyan.
Yeah, I'm also joining Osgun on this front, and yeah, just to add that, like yeah, authorizations, how they're handled, like on a protocol level, actually relieves a lot of removes a lot of pain points that, for example, developers coming from EVM chains are having, like for dealing with authorizations. Actually, many of the things that are natively supported and builders shouldn't care like at all. In other ecosystems, like it's an additional overhead of like how to construct your contracts so they're not too big, they're not too complex. And here, like builders can focus on what's the most important, the business logic that is regarding their specific application. So this is a huge benefit. Other thing that comes to my mind is, for example, how the how we deal with upgradability in Sorbonne. It's just seamless, like a one liner compared to for example, Ethereum, where are like dozens of different upgradability patterns with different trade-offs, security concerns, etc. And here is just a no-brainer. So it's a big thumbs up about the work that's done in the background. So yeah.
Okay, great. Well, that was all very positive. So happy to hear that. I think Matthias was asking about the soulbound tokens, if that's possible. Is that something that's been being considered or thought about, or is that not something that's been considered yet?
Sorry, it cut and I couldn't hear.
So Matthias was asking about soulbound tokens, if that's something.
Soulbound tokens.
Yeah.
Actually, it is not something that is planned straight away, but yeah, I mean, with the NFTs, we are building the ground for that, and yeah, maybe yeah, we have to see how how this is how this can fit in the future milestones.
Okay, great.
By the way, it is worth to note that we are building this for community. So if community wants that, we will for sure do it.
Great. Have you identified the biggest pain points from a developer experience for building cross-chain solutions? There's also a question from Matthias.
Right now, we haven't explored how we would do cross-chain stuff for Stellar. So I, for myself, I am not able to answer that as of yet. Maybe in the upcoming months I will be, but maybe Boyan will have something to say. I don't know.
Yeah, just to add that there is the Axelar team that are doing some great job on that front. So if you are interested in cross-chain standards, don't remember the exact number of it, but yeah, you can check their work. Yeah, they have really good stuff there.
Yeah. Okay, great. Any other questions? Let's see. I think we got. There's only one I skipped. Was what is the expected cadence of releases for the library?
Yeah, I answered that right now in chat, but let me say it from here as well. We will try to have a monthly release schedule. The keyword here is trying, but we will do our best.
Okay, great. Let's see. Any other questions? I think we got quite a few questions that were outstanding from our last session, where we were not really able to provide good answers. I think we got all of that covered. So it was really great to have you both on this call, and I think I'm super excited about what this means for the developer experience on Stellar, and I can't wait to see what people are building using the OpenZeppelin library. Any final words from you guys?
Yeah, just yeah, thanks a lot for having us. It was a pleasure for us. Also thanks for all the questions, and yeah, don't hesitate to ping us on Discord, and yeah, chat there about whatever you think. Yeah, it's important so that we we built a great tools for the whole web system. So yeah, thank you.
And in
Okay.
addition to that, please feel free to open up any issues for the features you want to say, or bugs you want to report, or just questions you want to ask. We are also pretty active on GitHub, and it's a public repository. So feel free to interact with us from GitHub as well.
Great. Thank you so much for joining. And maybe we will do a follow-up session at a later time. This was great. I love the demo. Love to pick your brains on these topics. So thank you again for joining. And thank you for everyone who listened in here. Thank you. And see you next week. Bye.
All right. Thank you.